hard as a crouton. Receipts in my pocket don't come with a coupon. Yeah. Okay, 30,000 in the pocket, no change. Okay, I might pass the ball, but this is no game. Okay, all my girls, they love and hate me the same. Okay, so when I die, I ain't gonna be from old age. Somebody gon' want revenge, somebody might want it now. Right pocket got euros, left pocket got pounds. Somebody gon' want revenge, somebody might want it now. Throw the ball with the right hand, catch with the left, touchdown. Touchdown, 8th floor, come down, hotel, lobby. Receptionist, what now? 11 a.m., check out, might give her one foul.
Coach, thanks. CA Sports coverage of the National Football League brings us to First Energy Stadium in Cleveland, Ohio. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Denver Broncos and the Cleveland Browns. 2 weeks have come and gone. It's off to week 3, and we're underway on EA Sports. This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line.
Ready? 60 Pittsburgh. General West. Go.
They'll run for the first time with Phillip Lindsay. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. It'll be a pickup of 16 and a Bronco first down. One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10.
22-jet bombers. 22-jet bombers.
On 1st and 10, here's Locke. Got a man open. It's Sutton.
Complete to Portland Sutton. A gain of 5 brings up 2nd and 5.
2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on first down.
Kill. Two-draw quarter. Kill.
Watch the end. Check 13. Check 13. Check 37. Let's go.
On 2nd down, a run with Lindsay. And he'll be brought down at the 50 after a gain of about 5.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain considering the blitz that they just had against them.
They'll try and run forward with Lindsay. And they go backwards here, losing yardage back at the 48-yard line. That'll back them up 2 yards and also bring up 4th. On 4th down, on is Colby Wadman now to punt. Back deep, Jarvis Landry. And this one will not be returnable as it sails out of bounds. Could not have thrown that out there any better. When the ball hit the ground, I thought it might go into the end zone the way it was angling, but perfectly jutting out at the 1.
You think maybe what we saw in practice came into play there? You know, you put those big cans down on the sideline and then angled for him and shot for him. Looks like it worked out pretty well for him, too.
A good play there as the Browns strike for 16 and a first down. So that last play gives them a little more space now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 16-yard line. On first down, they go right back to Hunt. Just what you want on a first down run. Call it 8 yards, and it's 2nd and 2. On 2nd down, it's Hunt. Nowhere to go that time. Might have gotten a yard up to the 25.
Haven't been a defensive coordinator yet that thinks 2nd and 2 is a fun situation to try and defend. Playbook is wide open for an offense, partner.
Nice job holding to 1 after that 8-yard pickup on first down. And he's able to pick up the first before he's taken down at the 27. They only get 2 there, but on 3rd and 1, that's all they needed to keep the drive going.
First and 10, 7-yard line.
Mayfield on first down. That's complete to Gallman. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
Hey, on 133.
Brings up 3rd and 4.
Hey, 2.
Mike 51. Mike 51.
Mayfield to throw it. And an alley to run. And he'll avoid the tackle there with a slide. Good coverage downfield led to him taking off, picking up the first down on a 13-yard run. A first down throw for Mayfield. And with a flag down, he goes down. So they're able to sack him. Now the penalty looks like it could be holding. Let's find out. Now they face a 2nd and long following the holding penalty.
Go, go, go.
They'll run with Hunt on 2nd down. And no room that time, getting it to about the 46. The 2nd down play, not much better than the first, just a gain of 1 there.
Well, so many times we look at a short run and we praise the offense for trying to set the tempo and establish things, but the defensive guys, hey, they just won the battle there. It wasn't a big run given up. They don't always have to absorb the body blows. Sometimes they dish them out themselves.
Now the throw on 3rd down, knocked away and incomplete.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on 3rd down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. 3rd down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
Able to push his way through. It'll be a net of 40 yards there following a 43-yard punt, 3-yard return, and it'll be 1st and 10 Broncos from deep in their own territory. Lock and the Broncos going to come up 1st and 10 from back at their own 10-yard line. They'll run. It's Lindsey. Looking for a cutback lane, but nothing there as he's met at the line of scrimmage. Denzel Ward, the number 4 pick in the 2018 draft, making the tackle from his corner spot. Here they come, 2nd and 10 now from the 10. Now Locke throwing on 2nd down. He's going to rifle one deep and got his man complete. The 30. And all the way home for a Broncos score. Corey Davis. An even 90 yards as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Well, they were back in the shadows of their own goalpost, and that flipped quickly.
So much for playing it safe. I mean, the conservative, easy call, run the football, take care of it, create some space, punt the ball away. But no, let's throw it. And sometimes a defense's aggressiveness is used against them because when you've got people backed up, your natural inclination is to try and really force them back, and sometimes they get burned that way.
And they got burned there. The Browns drive about to get started and hoping to do better than they did their last possession when they punted the football.
Appeal to the vanity of your offensive line. Tell them that they control your fate. Leverage guys. Win the line of scrimmage. If you do that, you start to win 1st down. You win 2nd down. And guess what? You start accumulating 1st downs. And that's what they need in order to not punt the ball again. You get a tight end like this, and you know he's used to dishing out punishment. But here, he's one that has to absorb the contact. And as a result, unable to hold on to the football.
Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. He'll find Taylor. That's complete. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. It's a pickup of 17 and a 1st down. Back to throw now on 1st down. And that'll wind up incomplete. Try to give his man room to run under it, but it's 2nd down. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. They'll set up to throw. He gets this into the hands of Taylor. And he's going to be brought down on what will be the final play of this first quarter. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Now a nice throw here right side. He hauls it in. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. A good play there as the Browns strike for 16 and a first down. This quarterback now 3 out of 5 since taking over as he's given his guys a first down. On the delay, here's Hunt. And a good gain here of 9 from the 19 down to the 10.
That's a strong pickup right there on first down. And as this drive goes on, we're seeing an offensive line and running game imposing its will.
The last run got 9. That leaves him with 2nd and a yard.
Hey, foxtrot. Hit it.
2nd and 1. And this is caught. Touchdown, Cleveland. Antonio Callaway, his 2nd touchdown on the season, as they are now on the board here in the first half. Well, that's about as quick of a passing touchdown as you'll ever see right there.
Everyone has a section in their playbook called the quick game. That was a super quick game. Out of the hands of the thrower, bam, right to the receiver, successfully for a touchdown.
How in-depth is that quick game part of the playbook?
It's pretty in-depth because people want the ball in the hands of the quarterback into the playmaker's hands downfield as fast as possible. There are a lot of plays, a lot of options involved with that.
Let's go.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. They'll run the toss. It's Lindsey. They follow up the gain of 2 with a gain of 1 that time.
He was hoping to get to the edge, but they did a really nice job of forcing him back inside. That's excellent fundamental defensive football. Don't let them outside where they can really shred your defense.
Now Locke. He's got a man. It's Sutton. That's complete. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Give him 14 yards there and a Denver first down. On 1st and 10, it's Lindsey. And he's going to take this across the 50 into Browns territory. A good run there on first down, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 2. From just shy of midfield, Locke. And he's going to have the hook up to Sutton. He's exceeded his receiving yards from a week ago, and we're still in the first half. It's a first down.
Timing is everything, and they work on this cut all the time. They work on all the timing patterns, and this time it paid off for them. Worked him to the center of the field, cut it to the outside, ball's delivered, gets both feet down for the completion.
And the Browns pressure gets to him that time, and he's going to go down. The number 1 pick, Myles Garrett, coming in to drop him. Now that after the sack, it'll be interesting to see what they have planned for 2nd and 23.
Hey, high 7. Get it.
Clock now to throw. He's going to loft one. Deep left side. He's got it at the 15. And all the way home for a Broncos score. Corey Davis, 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And the Broncos have taken the lead. Extra point from McManus is good. And that makes the score 14-7. After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Cleveland offense ready to go. They trail a one-score deficit, 14-7, as they come up 1st and 10. They'll begin the drive with Hunt. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. 13 yards to pick up there. Good for a Cleveland first. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
1st and 10 at the 38-yard line.
X3, 218.
He'll look to throw. He's got Njoku, his big tight end. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. Good work after the catch. Gets him 15 and a 1st down.
And after that completion, you can understand why so many teams in the league are emphasizing speed on defense at every position. The tight ends have created so many tough matchups now. If you can't run with a tight end as a linebacker, this is going to be the result every time.
Here's a run on 1st down that doesn't accomplish anything. In fact, he's going to be tackled behind the line for a loss of 1.
A loss of a yard brings up 2nd and 11 at the Broncos' 48-yard line.
We've hit the 2-minute mark of the 2nd quarter, 14-7. And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. 2nd and 11. And he's going to be swallowed up. Sacked back at the 45-yard line. Bradley Chubb able to record his 5th sack of the season. Now the Broncos are going to call the first of their timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down.
Hey, Hayward.
Mike 5-4, Mike 5-4, Mike 5-4.
Back to throw. Buying time to his left. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Isaac Yiadom in there to pick it. So cancel the interception, pass interference.
And you know what else gets canceled? The return yardage. Makes the play, but now it's all for naught.
They'll look to throw here on 1st down. He's going to launch this thing way down into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Kareem Jackson. And he will take this all the way up past the 40-yard line. Defensively that time, they were in zone coverage. As a rookie QB, what lesson can you learn there?
Well, understand this. You saw zone in college, and the defensive backs reacted, but they don't react like they do on this level. So when they're in zone and they see the ball coming to them, they'll react at least a half a second faster. You've got to know where you want to go with the ball and be decisive with it. Otherwise, the end result can be something you don't like.
The pass there complete to Sutton. A huge play there for Denver. 45 yards. What a first half this has been offensively. I mean, defensively, what do you do when you're getting torched like this?
No, these receivers are absolutely wearing them out. So 2 thoughts come to mind. 1, get some oxygen. You fill up your lungs a little bit. And number 2, talk to your guys up front.
And he is into the end zone for a Denver touchdown. Phillip Lindsay, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Broncos push further out in front. McManus's point after is good, and it's now 21-7. After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Browns drive about to get started. And a first half that really has not been kind to them. A late opportunity here to maybe make some inroads on this deficit before half.
And this drive's going to go a long way towards telling us whether they actually have a chance to come all the way back in this game or not.
13 yards to pick up there. Good for a Cleveland first. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. They're going to look to throw. And nearly picked off. Surprising to see a defender of his caliber let it get away, but it does get away and it's 2nd down. They work again from the 38 on 2nd and 10. Second and 10. Dancing to his left. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 45. And they will set up shop in enemy territory at the 42-yard line.
You're trailing, you're trying to get points late in half. I absolutely understand that. But remember, it's all about the ball. And without the ball, you can't get those points. They just turned it over.
Now you got to be careful because that deficit can get a little bigger on the other side with that good field position they just took over with. Now the Broncos going to use the second of their timeouts as the stoppage will come with 23 seconds to go till halftime. Locke going to bring the offense up 1st and 10, and he's completed all 7 of his passes thus far. Locke going to throw, going for it all. And incomplete, he dropped it in the end zone.
I know you felt like saying touchdown there, didn't you, partner? That looked like a sure 6 points, but the contact jarred it free.
Got his hands on it, could not hold on through the end of the play. Back to the air on 2nd down. It's Locke. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Now the Broncos will use their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop it with 13 seconds to play in half number 1. And this will split the uprights. It's right down the middle, and that will extend their lead even further. So the late turnover, that turns into 3 points.
Yeah, they were able to capitalize and get the 3 that you just mentioned. On the other side of the field, kicking themselves. You think they'll be talking about ball security in the locker room?
Yeah, I don't think there's any question. That'll be the first talking point. The Cleveland offense ready to go. Time here for likely one play, then off to the locker room, and they're going to have some adjustments to make.
They certainly will, and I think a lot of people are thinking to themselves, all right, take the knee, get out of here, regroup. But how will the head coach and his staff approach halftime? Will it be angry? Will it be clinical? Will they be calm? Will they just let it all out? Who knows? I'd love to be a fly on the wall for this one, though.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Browns drive about to get started. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the second half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
And I never want to make something more important than it actually is, right? I don't want to create more hype than what is there. But this is I'm doing it, though. This is a really important drive. And we often talk about teams scripting plays to start a game. A lot of them script to start the second half, too. And they're scripting something that they expect to get them into the end zone and back into this game.
We'll see if that script is... And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off by Justin Simmons. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And he will score. Touchdown, Denver. This D wanting to put it away before we even get to the 4th quarter, widening that margin a bit further.
And while they won't just empty the bench just yet, if you're a backup, start loosening up. I think you'll get a chance to play before this one is over now with that type of a cushion.
Extra point from McManus is good. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Cleveland offense ready to go. They have been struggling. I would imagine at halftime they went through some possible changes. Well, those changes aren't working, so now where do you go?
I think that now it's much more in their head. And what I mean by that is just what you said. You've gone over the changes. I bet they were pretty clinical at the half, not too emotional. They might need to go to the emotional side because you've got to find something, some spark somewhere. And so far, just being calm hasn't exactly worked.
They need any spark at this point.
Yo, faster. Ready?
And he's brought down after a very nice gain. That one good for 26 and a first down. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Under pressure here, and down he goes. Sacked back at about the 43-yard line. Bradley Chubb in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year. Protection certainly going to need to be a bit better here on 2nd and 16. Second and long. Gets this to Kareem Hunt, his running back. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets him up for 3rd down.
And a nice gain and a broken tackle along the way, and really we shouldn't be surprised, should we? That's what runners do, especially the best ones. They break tackles and gain extra yardage.
Looking to throw. He's got an open man. He completes it to Callaway. And this is going to be another first down as they'll make the tackle at the Broncos' 35.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 35-yard line.
Check. 22 jet bombers.
They'll run the option right here on first down. And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10.
60 or.
Let's get set. 2nd and 10 at the 36-yard line.
Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. Flush to his right. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. That's number 4. Sack number 4. They had 4 last week, so he's been down on the ground a lot.
Partner, they say the eye in the sky does not lie. And that's indeed the case because they watched the game tape from the previous week, incorporated it into their own defensive scheme, and continued to get after this quarterback.
And now this defense will be searching for sack number 5. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down.
You hear the calls for a penalty, but I just don't think so. I think in this situation, the defender was making sure his guy couldn't hold on to the football. So I don't see anything that warranted a flag.
No, I'm with you. There was contact, but I'm happy they kept that flag in the back pocket. First kick, 47. This one looks good as well. And that will go out of the back of the end zone. Way too much mustard. Not a good punt, and it will come out to the 20. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. They built a good first-half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. On first down, right back to Lindsey. And he went nowhere. Well, he went backwards, back to the 33. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result, negative yardage. Lock throwing on target to Fant. And they're going to have another first down as he's going to be tackled at the Browns' 44-yard line. So a 1st and 10 upcoming from Browns territory now at the 44-yard line. Now it's Freeman. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. The Bronco first down there, 12 yards on the play.
Partner, if you want more carries, I think we saw how you get him. Showed that he's got the fresh legs, and he picked up the first down on that run. Don't just ask for him. Show him that you're supposed to get the football.
To throw it is Locke. Screen pass to Lindsey. And he'll be marked down at the 26 with a gain of 7.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass. Looked like it was coming together. Looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid game.
He's going to take a shot for the end zone. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
Quarterbacking 101. Never force the ball into double coverage, especially not this close to the goal line. The windows are so tight, you just don't want to force it in there because it could be tipped up and picked off.
Throwing now is Locke. He's got his tight end Fant. And he is into the end zone for a Denver touchdown. Noah Fant, his first touchdown of the new season, as his guys continue to put this one out of reach. Now McManus for the extra point. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead. After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone.
The Browns take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Browns drive about to get started. They've got to dig down deep. I mean, they need something right now, really anything to cling on to. This offense has struggled.
Partner, join me in a walk to their locker room at the half, okay? Because I think what we would have seen is an offensive coordinator and his assistant coaches getting together all their positions, then coming together as a group, going over adjustments, and then the head coach coming in and just screaming, "Wake up.
Yeah.
Let's get moving, guys."
I'm kind of glad we weren't in there at halftime, actually.
I mean, you think you might have turned it on us, too?
Yeah, but right now, whatever was said hasn't been working. And he'll get this from the 25 to the 30 for a pickup of 5.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
The Browns on third down. They've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. This will be 3rd and 5. They'll set up a throw. Steps away to his left. And he completes it to Hunt. Well, we knew he was close to the line of scrimmage, and they say he stepped over.
When you see him in that position, you think he's become a runner. As a DB, you start to react towards the line of scrimmage. They can often throw it over your head.
They're already slim hopes are going to ride on this one. They'll go on 4th down.
You better be ready. Don't be scared of it.
As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. Flushed out. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off Byron Jones. And he will score. Touchdown, Denver. McManus now for the extra point. Now this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll elect not to return this one, so they'll bring it out to the 25 on the touchback. The Cleveland offense ready to go. And they gave up the pick 6, and now they'll be looking to right the ship here. Now, as a quarterback, are you a little more cautious this go-around?
You should be, just because after what you gave up, but you can't be so cautious as to just really take things in, and now you're not going to play loose enough to give your team a chance to score. But you still have to be careful because those defensive guys, I know the reputation defense guys can't catch. All evidence to the contrary in that last possession, though.
After getting stuffed on first down, not much better there. 2-yard gain.
In order to play really good run defense when you're playing a 3-4, those 3 guys up front, the nose tackle and the guys they call the defensive ends, they're usually big, big people because they're going to have to eat up a lot of blockers because it's usually 5 on 3. And when they do their job well, guys who play on the inside, those inside linebackers, they're able to just roam and hit.
Call it a gain of 4, and it'll bring up 4th down.
It's 4th down.
A critical one here if they're going to have any shot at this thing. So they'll go for it on 4th down. Got to try it here. He's back to throw. He's got his tight end, David Njoku. No reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on 4th. So a 1st and 10 now in Denver territory at the 48-yard line. On 1st down, they'll run with Hunt. And that play will go nowhere. Losing yardage back near midfield at the 49. A loss of 2 there. 2nd down. Here we go on 2nd and 12. That's taken in by Callaway. And this is going to be another 1st down as they'll make the tackle at the Broncos' 28. A first carry for the Clemson man, Wayne Gallman. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. It's a gain of 10, and the Browns are going to get a 1st down. Coming up to the line, and they will need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. They'll run on 1st down. Hunt, and he'll take it from the 18 to the 15. A gain of 3.
He's brought down at the 15-yard line. It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and 7 at the 15-yard line.
Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair.
That's what I'm talking about. Nice hit.
So the Browns in possession of the football here as we get you reset. They're looking at 2nd down now as they search for a consolation score. They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete. Kareem Hunt, his running back, the intended receiver. And it's 3rd down. Just nothing there again. He's been sacked multiple times. We've seen the interceptions, of course. He's really been through the ringer, hasn't he?
And what we've seen is a defense that's well coordinated. The front and the back really in sync. The front putting on the pressure, the backside being ball hawks and picking passes off.
It'll be a loss of 1, and it'll be 4th down. And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter, let's see how this plays out. And he picks up the first as he's able to take it down to the 7-yard line. It's 1st and goal after they rip off a solid chunk of yardage in the ground game on a risky 4th down call.
70, Indy.
Gotta do better. Come on, QB. Come on.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. No gain on the play that time, and it sets up 2nd and goal. They'll try again here from the 7 on 2nd and goal. And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 9. Nothing doing there as the 13th play of the drive proves to be unlucky.
A loss of 2 on the play. It's 3rd down and goal to go.
A big offensive explosion helped leading them to victory, and the defensive guys, they're just saying, hey, put those points up every week, we'll just keep winning.
They will gratefully accept them, won't they? It makes their job that much easier when they're scoring that many points, allows them to play with a totally different style and a different flow.
So for the Broncos,